Hi, it's Dr. Bedinghaus here. One of the most common things people ask us when they call to find out if they want to make an appointment with us is, do you take my insurance? Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about insurance, medical insurance today, the pros and cons, and how to understand what it's really intended for. And then I've got just a few slides to share with you. And then Tom Brady, my nurse, will join us and we'll talk a little bit about some of the issues that people have with their insurance. I think it's really important that you understand that. Okay, so I'm going to start with. I was going to start with a PowerPoint presentation, Tom. How do I get it to work? Huh? Okay, I am so sorry. I get this wrong every time. It's, huh? Oh, it is? Well, how do I change? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Okay. This is Dr. Bedinghaus comedy show. So anyway, so I read a book a few years ago by Dr. Ezekiel Emanuel. It's called Reinventing American Healthcare. And this is one of the things that he said. The American healthcare system was not created complex and ridiculously expensive from its origins. It evolved to become this way over a period of about 100 years. And there's nothing inherent in the way it evolved. I think that's very important. It could have been different, but many decisions, often made for reasons having nothing to do with improving healthcare, shaped the healthcare system we have today. And then another quote from a Brooklyn physician in 1919 on compulsory health insurance. I thought this was interesting. He says, compulsory health insurance is un American, unsafe, uneconomic, unscientific, unfair, unscrupulous legislation supported by paid professional philanthropists, busybody social workers, misguided clergymen, and hysterical women. All right, pretty amazing, isn't it? So, just wanted to give you a background. Uh, health insurance hasn't been around since maybe the Depression, okay, when gradually the hospitals started getting involved in it. Before that, they were more charity, uh, you know, private philanthropists and people like that would make donations for people who couldn't afford uh, to go to the hospital, go to the doctor. So, I have to remind you that when I was in practice in pediatrics a few years ago, yeah, my patients had health insurance, but it was for emergencies. It was for surgeries or injuries and things like that, not to pay me for an office visit or for any lab test or anything that I would recommend. It was also not intended for that, okay? Uh, it was for hospitalizations, but it was never intended to cover everything. And I think many of you probably already know that. Okay, you're always going to have some out of pocket expenses. But uh, it was probably in the late 80s that managed healthcare, HMOs, health maintenance organizations, started becoming more popular so that they would have people who are on their plan and then they would manage the doctor. Okay. Managed healthcare was more about managing the doctor and the hospitals and managing your healthcare. So I think the question is, should you turn over your health to an insurance company? Okay. There are pros and cons. As I said, health insurance was intended for big stuff, okay? Not for a 75 or $100 office visit or for whatever, supplements or special lab tests. It was intended for big stuff, okay? And you realize that unless you've got some super duper duper plan, you're always going to have to pay something. You share your healthcare cost with your insurance company with copays and co-insurance. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And of course, your doctor has to be in network with your particular health insurance plan. You may have, say, oh, I'm on Cigna, but Cigna has different plans that we are not in network with. So we always have to check that. But then we have to deal with denials. It takes up to 30 days for a doctor or hospital to get paid after you have involved their help in your care. And then if it's denied, it may be another 30 or 60 days. So it's just not a very effective system for you or for your healthcare provider. So I guess the question is, are you prepared to take charge of your own health? You just can't totally rely on health insurance plan to do that. You've got to realize that there's always going to be some out-of-pocket expenses, even, as I said, if you have the best plan on earth. So the question is, have you saved enough money for those non-covered expenses? Are you prepared? Have you taken the time to create a more healthy lifestyle, which we talk about all the time in functional medicine? Most chronic conditions are really completely reversible. And you have to keep yourself informed, okay? Inform yourself of the best approach to achieve your health goals. And you got to inspire yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to realize that you got to take care of yourself. And it's not up to somebody else to do that. It's up to you. Now, I'm going to play this video here. It's a short video that I made a few months ago about why functional medicine is incredibly inexpensive. So let's watch this. Are you looking for a better solution to your health issues? But you're worried about the extra cost of functional medicine programs? Well, in this video, I'll share with you why functional medicine is incredibly inexpensive in the short and long term, and why it can help you finally get to the bottom of your health complaints. I am Dr. Wanda Bedinghaus, functional medicine doctor. The conventional approach to treating illness is a very superficial one. Match a symptom to a medication and call it a day. While anyone who's been on meds for an extended period of time knows that medications don't heal conditions. And on top of these, they come with a lot of cost and side effects, nutritional deficiencies, and even a financial cost because many medicines aren't fully covered by insurance. And on top of that, many people have high deductibles that they have to meet, which usually ends up costing them hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And now, if you add up the monthly cost of both of these, along with the hidden cost to your energy, your productivity at work, and your relationships, not going the functional medicine route can be very expensive and still leave you feeling sick and drained. Let me ask you, did you know that a small investment in a functional medicine program could eradicate your need for meds and give you back your energy and help you avoid costly procedures in the future that rack up your deductible? Feel free to share your comments below because I really want to know what you think. Now, when all is said and done, functional medicine is incredibly less expensive than conventional medicine. Not only can we get to the bottom of your health concerns by spending the necessary time and doing the correct testing, but you'll also learn how to change the things that are keeping you sick so you can enjoy better overall health and have more energy. It's a great return on investment. Now, if you find this content helpful, let me know by liking this video or subscribing to our channel below. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in working with me as your health partner, click the link below to sign up for a pre-discovery call. Okay. Okay, Tom, how do I get out of this? Stop the screen. Okay. All right, here we go. I have the worst time switching from thing to thing. Okay, Tom?
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Tom. Tom is the one that gets all the questions about health insurance. So, the purpose of doing these live office hours is to get you engaged, and we're here to answer your questions. Okay,
Mhm.
you may not be in the Denver area, but if you have any questions or make any comments, please let us know. But Tom, can you give us some ideas of some of the issues that some of our patients face when they don't understand their health insurance?
Absolutely. Well, one of the biggest things we get when a new patient starts or inquires about becoming a patient is, do you accept my insurance, as you have stated, right? But they don't understand that they still have to meet their deductible, which could sometimes be 5,000, 1,000, 10,000, depending on their specific plan, meaning they have to pay that amount of money until their insurance kicks in. And so people don't really fully understand that. And so after they come for an office visit with us, we've had a patient one time that didn't fully understand that they thought they had insurance. They came to see Dr. Bedinghaus and thought their insurance would fully pay it. Well, they were surprised 30 days later to get a bill in the mail for a certain amount of money saying, well, I thought my insurance covered this. And I have to sit down and explain with them, well, no, we are in network with your insurance, but you have not met your deductible yet, and your co-insurance has to be met and everything like that in order for the insurance to pay. So they are still responsible for an out-of-pocket amount until this amount is met.
Yeah, and I think we try to explain that to people. But if you're going to use health insurance for seeing a functional medicine doctor, as a matter of fact, we're probably one of the few clinics that accepts insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, that's probably going to fade away sometime.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go probably more to a monthly membership plan that is going to actually be more economical for people and make you more accountable. But you buy car insurance, right? Do you expect your car insurance to pay for your oil change or your new tires or even your gas? Now, if you don't take care of that car, you're going to have more expenses, aren't you? Okay. It's there to protect you against an accident. Okay. I guess if somebody stole your car, but that's what health, you should think about health insurance. It's kind of a backup. If you get into major medical problems that end up in the hospital or having to have major surgery, you're talking about 20, $50,000, and a lot of people just can't handle that. That's what it's for, okay? And just like homeowners insurance, okay, they're not going to pay for every shingle that comes off your roof, okay? So I just want you to start thinking about that, and you know, it's good that we have health insurance, okay? As again, it keeps people from going bankrupt, okay, if they have major problems, but the premiums can be quite high. And the higher the better quote the insurance plan that would cover more things is going to cost a lot of money, okay? If you've got a family of four, that might be $1,200, $1,500 a month. So just start thinking about things like that, okay? So if anybody has any questions, Tom and I will be happy to talk with you. And Tom is going to put in there how you can get in touch with us in the comments in just a minute if you want to schedule a free discovery call with me so I can find out what your health concerns are and see whether or not we would be the right clinic for you to engage with. And we also want to be sure that we can help you. I don't take people on that I think I cannot help, okay? So I hope you get excited about this. And uh, whether you're here in the Denver area or you're in New York, there are a lot of good functional medicine doctors around the country, and more because functional medicine is becoming much more common. And I think eventually, even traditional doctors are catching on. I'm not helping my patients get better, and I want to find something new, a new approach. And the functional medicine approach, as I've said so many times, is a simple, logical, scientific based approach to finding out why you're sick and helping remove the obstacles to your healing. Okay? All right. Anybody have any questions, Tom? Okay. Okay. Well, next week we'll be back at 3 p.m. On Thursday with another topic, and I'll let
Mm-hmm.
you know what that is later. Okay? All right. Bye.